Good morning, everybody, and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. Thanks for joining us. It's Friday. Another week has gone by, and we are still within our 18th birthday celebrations. And boy, oh boy, what a few weeks it has been. And today, I'm telling you, it is one of those launches that, well, A, if you've heard about it, you probably already snapped it up or you're snapping it up as I speak. If you've yet to see what is coming up today, I can almost guarantee that you'll be wanting to get your hands on it. And it's proof today again that if you think like the second week of birthday, we're taking our foot off the gas, no, we are full steam ahead on what is going to be an unbelievable day. 2 launch days for you today. We've got Sara's brand new book coming a little bit later on. It's all there on the web right now for you to jump in and buy, but I want to talk about these brand new shimmer watercolor palettes. They are absolutely incredible, and I tell you what, someone who is so super duper excited about this, probably the day that she's been most excited about, is the one and only Moseby. It is Leann. Come on, how excited are we today?
Oh, I am off the chart excited. I can't contain myself. This is the launch of 2023 that I have been waiting for. I make no bones about it. I have been working on these, Ben, for 2 years.
What?
And they're here now, and they are exceptional. They're going to make all of the effects that you're about to see super easy and achievable, and the quality of these, Ben, for the price, it is second to none. If you have tried a metallic paint in a palette before and you've been disappointed because it's dry, it's crumbly, it's lackluster, it's got no shine, it's not creamy, it doesn't lay down, you can't get the paint on your brush, watch what I've got to show you, because it eradicates all of that and gives you maximum bling for minimum effort. It's incredible.
You can feel the excitement, right? The excitement is palpable already. Tons of you have been shopping. I will go through all of the whys and wherefores for you in a second, and we'll get right into it. Must just remind you though, it's still double points today. We still want your comments coming through as well, because the more you comment, the more chances you've got of winning that 300 spend at the end of our birthday event on Sunday with me and Leann. And we've still got free gifts. Let's quickly rattle through these. If you spend 10 today, we have got that beautiful special day die. It will automatically get added into your cart, into your basket when you spend 10. Don't forget, of course, as well, when you spend 50, it is a choice of our pens. You've got a mystery colour. It'll be one of the 8 that we launched last week. That will be also added into your basket. Once you've spent your 50, you'll get your die as well. And of course, don't forget, when you spend your 100, it's the die, it's a pen, and it is our jute tote as well. That automatically gets added whilst stocks last. But let's take you through everything that you need to know as far as this new deal is concerned. Everybody, I think, and if you've not seen them yet and you're umming and ahhing, you'll be in that boat of I need to get these. Everybody is going to want to get the watercolor palette. Absolutely. You've got your Sunbeam and your Moonbeam here. Alongside that, you've got, for the very first time, Crafter's Companion brushes. Now, if you just decide that you want to go for that on its own, this is the deal that you need to go for. £39.98 is your platinum price, $47.92 if you're shopping in the US, and of course, you're going to get your double points. Now, that's the first sort of launch in this show. Alongside that, to go with your fantastic shimmer watercolor palette, some brand new beautiful stamps that are going to coordinate, work beautifully and perfectly with your collection. So you've got With Love, Seize the Day, Best Wishes, and Just For You, which we'll see in much more detail in a few moments' time. If you just want to go for those on their own, £15.20 or $21.60. That's your platinum price and double points. However, everybody is going to want to go for the Showstopper, because with it being birthday, the Showstopper is unbelievable value for money, and you'll also open up the bonus buy, which you will definitely want to do today. Here is your Showstopper. So you'll get all of the brand new goodies. You'll get the 2 palettes. You'll get the paint brushes. You'll get all of the brand new stamps, and then we're going to throw into the mix all of these extra goodies as well. It's an extra £50 or $60 worth of crafty goodies, but you're only paying an extra £18 or $18 for Multi-purpose cardstock you'll get. You'll also get one of our mixed media mats. They're worth over £20. You're going to get the rocker blocks as well. Can you see how we've built this brilliantly for you? So all of these work beautifully with the brand new products, and you're going to get your masket tape thrown in there as well. Unbelievable value for money at £69.58 or $83.92 if you're a platinum member. And here's the big news. You've got your bonus buy. Your bonus buy then opens up the opportunity for you to get yourself another set of those watercolor palettes with the brushes as well. So essentially, you're looking at this and going, oh, I'll have another one of those. You're going to have it half price with the Showstopper. Can you believe it? And it's the kind of thing, again, eventually you'll need more of, or you might decide for yourself, actually, I'll get the Showstopper for myself and then I'll treat a friend. $19.99 or $23.96 if you are a platinum member. Incredible. If you do want to go down the line of getting more stamps, that is also open to you as a bonus buy as well. I think more people are going to go for more of the palettes, but if you want to go down the stamp line, absolutely you can. We are so busy right now. So please, 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 we get the bonus buy. I must just stress this straight from the top, so I've said it. That will not be live all day. The bonus buy will not be live all day. So please get it whilst you can. I think it could be one of those situations where we have it in wake up call, and by the time we get into launch day, it's probably going to be gone. Get what you need, get it now, do not miss out. But let's look at these with Leann. Please show us everything we need to see, Leann.
I feel like I've been wound up like a Duracell bunny. I'm so excited. I can't even tell you. My word. Now, can I just also give you a heads up? If you got Sheena Bella Luna, please buy these paints, because using these paints with your Bella Luna, oh my word, you'll have to be, Bella Luna went like that.
Yeah.
And if you've got Bella Luna, you need these. Please take my advice. Now, what you're getting are two paint palettes. You're getting Moonbeam and Sunbeam.
Yeah.
Your Moonbeam colours work fantastically and show their best example on a black cardstock. Your Sunbeam palette work fantastically and show their best on a white cardstock.
Okay.
However, they will both work on both, and I've got that to show you. So you're getting in here 24 Moonbeam colours, 24 Sunbeam colours, no duplication. 48 individual colours. We separated them into two palettes so that if you pick up those, you know they're working on your black card. If you know you pick up those, they're working on your white card, and then you can be experimental thereafter. We've also included for you, for reference when we're painting, a little acetate insert,
handy,
which gives you all of the names of the colours that you can then refer back to when you're following tutorials. So you'll move those out the way, and then the colours are there for you. And can I tell you, Ben, when I say I've been working on these for 2 years, I make no bones about it. We have had these proprietarily mixed, which means a unique formula to Crafter's Companion with an artist company to give you semi-moist, packed with mica, high quality artist pigment-based watercolour, which means it's got light fastness, it's got incredible shimmer, it's soft, it's got the movement, it's got all of the technique that you want, and my word, does it give you the bang for the buck. So let me show you what that looks like in your palette when you get the colours. Here I've got for you some boards to show you that amazing shimmer and shine. Now these are your Moonbeam colours on a white cardstock.
Okay.
These are the same colours on a dark cardstock.
No way.
Look at that, Ben. Now if I put one row by one row, you can see how the forest looks beautiful there, but look at the dark green you've got here. Marmalade here on white, look at it on the black cardstock. However, in here, you've got all of these interference colours in this line, which I'm going to show you. Look, Daydream, lovely iridescent blue on the white. Look at it on the black cardstock.
Wow,
look how it changes. Move that down a row. Feather. Look at Feather there, lovely purple iridescence, a light iridescence on the white card. Look at it on the black cardstock, Ben. Oh my word. Next one, Seashell. Beautiful pale pink. Look at it on the black cardstock. Look. And then we've also got Fairy Wings, a beautiful gold iridescent on white. Beautiful gold iridescent. Look at it on the black cardstock, Ben.
Wow.
Isn't it incredible?
It's night and
so
day.
that's your moonbeam palette working on your dark, on your black. Look at the opacity.
Yeah.
Look at the colour you've got shining through on black and the shimmer in there. It's incredible. And on your white. So that's your moonbeam palette. Then we've got our sunbeam palette. Now, most of the sunbeam colours will disappear on black cardstock.
Okay.
So that's why we've separated them for you. So it makes it easier for you to choose the right palette for the job. And that's why we've called it sunbeam, because it's best on white and light. And then you can see in there those gorgeous colours and how beautiful that is. It's absolutely exceptional. Now, they're the colours, Ben. What does it look like when you start to paint? And these are the stamps that we've got for you that we've had illustrated specifically for these paints.
Look at the butterfly wings.
Look at the butterfly wings. Look at that white floral. And Ben, this is on white cardstock.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do this on white cardstock for you first, because if you've tried a metallic paint before, a metallic watercolour palette, you will have struggled to get these results that I'm showing you on a white card, because they're not packed with the shimmer. It's not an artist watercolour based. It's usually not pigment based. It's usually some kind of dried dye. They've usually got fillers in there, which makes them crunchy when you're trying to use them.
Yeah.
They're not semi-moist. All of the things that you will have struggled to do with these paints in the past has been removed. And look at that on the black cardstock. Same paint palette, same stamp set on black cardstock. You will not with any other medium have ever been able to achieve this, Ben, and it makes it so easy and accessible. My excitement levels are off the chart, I have to tell you.
And I'm not surprised.
When we got these. And please, if you bought Bella Luna, please buy these, because these are the perfect partner, not just for these beautiful stamps that have been created with them and every other stamp that you have got at home, but for the Bella Luna collection. Oh my word, is it going to be incredible. Look at those. They look like it's an aperture and there's a light behind them.
Absolutely
It
right.
is so reflective.
Yeah.
They are incredible. It's unbelievable. We have got the most beautiful stamps here. You can see those colours just coming to life on the light and on the dark cardstock, how true the colours are, how beautiful they're blending, the reflectiveness we've got in there. This is my favourite set. I absolutely
look at the
adore.
shells.
These were made for these paints. It's absolutely incredible. Look at this. I know, Ben.
Every time I see it on the white, I think it looks amazing. Then you show it on the black, and I love it even more.
I know. It's like
it's
lit from within. It's magical.
Yeah.
You are going to enjoy using these with everything you've got at home, as well as these beautiful stamps we've had drawn for you. All of your mermaid fans, all of your fairy fans, anybody who likes enchanted or mystical, just those of us who like a lovely subtle shimmer and shine. We want something a little bit different. These are for you. And of course, everybody who got Bella Luna needs these. And I have to show you some of the card examples that we've got here.
Almost 10% of the Showstopper's already gone inside 10 minutes, just to warn you.
And we'll show you on the overhead if that's okay, James. So look at this. So you can do, I know, Ben.
What witchcraft is this?
It's witchcraft. Look how fabulous that is.
Unreal.
You are going to be able to do, this is just splodging the paint on with one of these eggs. On the back, and it magically happens for you. I promise you, this is simple to achieve. Look how beautiful that is. Move on to this. Look at your cling film technique in the background. We're going to do this across this morning and the launch show.
Yes.
Look at the florals. Look at this watercolour wash background with the shine and the butterfly. Then look at the seashells. Seize the day.
I tell you
Look how
what.
beautiful those are with that background watercolour wash. So all of your background techniques, if you're a mixed media artist, for you, if you're just a colourist, if you just like to make beautiful cards with beautifully coloured images, look at this, stamp in the background, colouring all of the images. Look how that reflects and catches the light. It's absolutely incredible. This is using your own stamps. Anything you've got at home you can use this with. Use them with your different ink pads, your duets. So that's a stenciled duet background and a watercolour metallic painted dragonfly on there. You can start to incorporate them all together. It's truly beautiful. Look at this with your embossing folders. Do your embossing,
Wow.
use the metallic paints to get that lovely iridescence and colour, stamp and colour your leaves, and then use a combination of black and white to get the contrast through there. They look absolutely incredible. And my word, look, when you lay this butterfly up and colour it, look at the floral.
Stunning.
The little peak in there of the black. Ben, I predict a right. For me, this is the thing that I have looked forward to the most all the way through birthday, because I've been working on them for so long, and we have, I make no bones, nailed it with these. And I know when you've used these, you'll never want to use a different metallic paint at all. You'll be giving them away to friends and kids and grandchildren, because these will be your precious ones that you go to because of their reliability and the amount of shine they've got in them.
There are so many comments already coming through. 10% of the Showstoppers already gone inside the first 15 minutes of the pre-show. Don't forget, launch isn't even till 3 o'clock this afternoon. Hi to all of you, Sandra and Gillian and Susan. Vera's already got hers. Cheryl says, I've got everything on the Showstopper. I'm looking forward to seeing Leann's ideas. Hadassah says, yes, I've been anxiously awaiting these watercolours all birthday. Gillian saying, definitely the place to be today is indoors and crafting. AK's excited, saying, whoop, whoop. Thank you, Leann. I love, love, love metallic paint. Thank you. Carol D says the Showstopper is fabulous. And Hadassah says, advice taken. I've got Bella Luna, and now I have to have these shimmer watercolours. Carolyn's ordered. Corinne's ordered her set of watercolours and the extra brushes as well. Loads of comments coming through. These are magical, says Carol G. No wonder Leann is excited. And Christine says, Leann, you are like a child in a candy store. Your excitement is so enjoyable. One of the most excitable people I know. But off the chart excited today, and you can see why. We are over 10% of the Showstopper gone now. Please, 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 I beg you, do it early. Don't wait. You're going to be, the thing is, you're going to be lured in to Leann's magical spell as she mystifies and pulls rabbits out of hats with this amazing collection. And before long, you'll be sat there watching thinking, oh my goodness, I haven't checked out. Get what you need now, and then you can sit back, watch all of the demos in this show, and then watch all of the demos in launch. And don't forget, if you get the Showstopper for this price, you get everything here, plus you get the opportunity to buy a second set of the palettes and the brushes as well for half the price. So please do not miss out. Details at the bottom of the screen for that bonus buy. You can get the stamps on the bonus buy if you want, but I think 99.9% of people are going to go for extra palettes and do that during this show. Don't wait until launch, because we're not going to be able to do that right throughout the day. You'll understand, as we normally say to you. Right, keep the comments coming. If there's anything that you want to see, ask us. If there's any questions that you want to ask us, because Leann is the lady to pop those questions to. So get active with us and social with us. And I tell you what, lots and lots and lots of demos coming up over the course of launch, and indeed during Wake Up Call right now. But let's have a look with these. I see you spritzing over there, Leann. You spritzing the palettes.
I am. So you just need your little spritzer. These are a semi-moist watercolour, but you need to awaken and enliven them. So to do that, you take one of your spritzers and you just go across your palette and you little spritz of water all over. Don't worry about doing colours that you might not be using in the particular session that you're crafting. Don't try and be precise with one colour in the palette. Just give the whole palette a little spritz ready, because what you're going to do when you've finished is just leave them to dry. They'll dry and set back to normal, and then you'll be able to seal them up and put them away, and then the next time you use them you spritz them again, and you just keep spritzing, drying, spritzing, drying, spritzing, drying. Will not make any difference at all, but you do need that water in there to enliven and awaken them so that you can start to use them. Now, can I just talk about our brand new brushes, Ben, for a second before I use them? We've got, mine's been used, you can see, forgive me. Now, these are the brand new brushes that we've brought out from Crafter's Companion, and I have again worked with the manufacturer to get the correct width and correct length of bristle that I feel you need to be able to get fantastic results at home. So I just want to bring in the brush that we would usually use in these demonstrations, and you can see the one I've got for you is a little wider, and the bristles are longer, which gives you further to travel, more bend, more ability to achieve the results if you haven't got the technique in your hand, because you've got those bristles there. That's the same for the smaller brush as well. You can see the difference there. And then on the detail brush that we usually use, the one I've got for you is ever so slightly less wide.
You can see
I'm going to give it a white card. There you go. Ever so slightly less wide, and the bristles are not as bristles.
Brussels and
They're
Brussels.
not sprouts, it's nearly Christmas. I do love a Brussels, roasted in the oven with some balsamic vinegar
yes,
and a
please.
horse chestnut and some pancetta, thank you. But they're ever so slightly not as wide, and they taper into a point more, which allows you to get into precise detail better than you can with this size of brush. So I've wanted to do this for a long time and couldn't find a brush manufacturer to do it for me. I have now. So we've got the brand new Crafter's Companion brushes also launching on the show. So I'm going to start with my detailed brush.
Okay.
And I'm just going to wet it in my pot of water.
Over 100 people currently trying to check out Leann. People are losing their minds, and that's just in the UK. Incredible, this.
Wow, I'm so happy. I can't even begin to tell you, because I've just been working on them for so long, and they've worked better than I could have ever imagined. Now I'm going to start with a moonbeam colour so I can show you the difference on the two palettes. So let's go with fuchsia to start with. This is fuchsia. So once you've semi-moistened it, you'll see the paint just moves beautifully in the palette, and it goes into this thick, rich colour. So I'm just loading that onto my brush, and then I'm going to take it to my white cardstock and paint that on, and then I'm going to do exactly the same on my black cardstock. Now this works in exactly the same way as other mediums, where I say to you they have to dry first before you can see the shimmer. Now you can do it really opaque like that, or you can spread it out and make it lighter. It's entirely up to you, but you'll see a little bit goes an awful long way.
Absolutely.
And you get fabulous coverage and lay down of colour when you're putting it down. I'm going to get my heat gun and dry this so that you can see the power. Oh, hang on, I plug it in. Hang on, I plug it in. It's not plugged in. I've got the power but no plug. Hang on, 1 second.
We have the power, people.
Bear with me. Got it, I've got it, Ben.
There we go.
Woo, there we go. Panic over. I'm just going to dry this. And as you dry it, it then takes all of the shimmer. Moisture will always interfere with shimmer and shine. So you need to be able to make sure it's dry before you assess that shimmer and shine and light reflectiveness. So I'm going to say that is enough for now.
Okay.
And then we're going to have a look at a couple of the other colours.
All right.
And then, look, it's absolutely off the chart fantastic. Look at it on the black. Now, to get metallic paint where the colour on the white and the black is the same is really difficult to do, Ben. Really difficult. And that's the quality of the pigment, the quality of the opacity, the quality of the mica that we've got in here is going to make this very easy for you. Let's move on to one of those colours which is pretty invisible on white but very visible on black,
and
just so
to
you can
explain
see
again
that.
as you're doing this, Denise saying, so she said, sorry if you've already said, can you can use the two sets on white cardstock or not? Right,
okay, so moonbeam on black cardstock and white cardstock, no problem. And you'll see different colours. I'm about to show you that now. The sunbeam works and shows best on white cardstock, and I'm going to do that too, where I'll put some sunbeam on white and black. You'll see the difference. So sunbeam, we've put all of the colours in there which really only show best on white cardstock, so that you don't start colouring on black and thinking, why is it not working? It's me. We don't want you to think that, so we kept the palettes separate. And then moonbeam works great on black cardstock and great on white cardstock. Okay, so if I take now the colour which is called Daydream, and that's in my moonbeam palette here. So I'm just picking some of that up on my brush. I'm going to paint that onto my black cardstock. And you can already see that incredible blue-violet colour.
It is stunning,
and it'll be even more obvious when it dries. If I put that onto the white cardstock, you can't really see it.
No.
Because it is an intense shimmer and shine, so it's an interference colour. So what you'll see on the white is an iridescent blue, but what you see on the black is a very definite blue-violet. So let's dry them and you'll see the difference.
Kerry Makepeace says her daughter's just bought her the Showstopper. That's daughter of the year, I think, there, isn't it? Helen says another stunning collection. Thank you, says Carolyn Wilson, for working so long and hard, Leann, to make these amazing colours. 2 years in the making, right?
Yes.
2 years.
2 years working with the manufacturer to make sure that we get the best results. So here on the white, you get that beautiful blue-violet iridescence. You can see that it flashes across. So you still get the shine, you just get a shine of blue across white.
Yeah.
On the dark blue, on the black cardstock, ultraviolet blue. That is the same colour. So that's how Moonbeam, some of those interference ones, change depending on which one you're using.
Yes.
Very, very simple and easy to do. And the great thing with these is as well, Ben, you can get a beautiful watercolour wash with them too, and you can do all of your effects. It's so, so simple. I mean, I could show you all day. Let's take one of the Sunbeam colours.
Okay.
I believe this is Sunbeam. Yes, this is...
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
You know, once you've activated them with the water, how much playtime have you got with them before you perhaps need to spritz again?
I would say probably 10 or 15 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yep. So I'm just going to take a quick Sunbeam one, and I'm going to take Feather. And so with Feather on my white cardstock, beautiful, smooth pink. Look how far it goes. One load of the brush.
Cool, yeah.
Look how far I'm going.
And I need more cardstock in a minute.
And I keep going and I keep going. Look, and it's not going to lose any of the iridescence. Look how far, all the way down the cardstock. So this is how fabulous they are, Ben. Honestly, I can't even begin to tell. There's so much I need to tell you. So much I need to tell you. Okay, so here we go. More of the feather, but this time I'm going to do it on the black cardstock. Okay. And when this dries, you won't have that intense pink.
No.
You'll just have the shimmer. And this is the Sunbeam set. And why I wanted to show you why we've separated the Sunbeam and Moonbeam out together, because all you'll really get on the black cardstock is the shine. You won't get the pink. And that's why Sunbeam and Moonbeam are in two separate sets, to make it very easy for you when you're choosing which paint for which project, and you don't have to get frustrated by picking up the wrong palette and then trying to find the right palette.
Beautiful names, and like you say, made it very easy. Look at that.
Look, and it's shiny all the way down.
It is all the way down.
All the way down to the bottom. No loss of iridescence in there. You're not diluting the iridescence because it's in every single minuscule particle of that paint, so that you don't dilute it down. When you see the same colour on black, you see you really just get the iridescence, you don't get the pink. And that's why Sunbeam and Moonbeam palettes are two separate palettes for you.
Gotcha. Wow. We are so busy right now. Well over 10% of that Showstopper has already disappeared. Anna Hopkins says, wow, wow, wow. These are amazing. Thank you so much for all the lovely comments coming through. I think I'm going to have these, says Barbara Ross. And Christine says, hello from Altoona, Pennsylvania. I'm waiting for my second birthday celebration order. Now I need to start using my stash. Stunned by these gorgeous colours, says Susan Griffiths. You must be thrilled, Leann, to show us what is achievable. And Alex, who's on the comment today, has just told me there's so much love for these. If all the comments were sent through, we'd be here till next Sunday reading them out. The Showstopper is flying. Remember, with the Showstopper, you're going to get your Sunbeam palette, you're going to get your Moonbeam palette, you're going to get your 3 brand new, first time ever Crafter's Companion brushes to go with them, and you'll get all of the other Showstopper goodies alongside the brand new stamps, which I'll show you on these boards very quickly in just a second. But the extra goodies that you're going to get, over £50, over $60 worth of goodies for an extra £18 at $18. So we give you the matte, the multimedia matte. I mean, that's worth over 20 on its own. You've got your white multi-purpose cardstock in there. You've got rocker blocks in there as well. And then you've also got your masket tape included as well. I mean, the rocker blocks are a tenner, for goodness sake. The masket tape is back in stock as well if you want to grab more of that on an individual deal and on a 3 for 2 as well. £69.58 or $83.92 is the platinum price on your Showstopper, plus double points. And just to explain again, because I know a few people are scratching their heads going, hey, what's the bonus buy? The bonus buy, once you've bought the Showstopper, is you can get this again. So you can get the Moonbeam, the Sunbeam and the brushes, another set for half the price. So that's like £19.99, £23.96. This, half the price. I know it's difficult to believe, isn't it? But that's what we're doing for you today. If you want another set of the stamps, by the way, as your Showstopper bonus buy, you can. But 99.9% of people I know will be going for more of the beautiful, beautiful watercolor palettes. These are your stamps, by the way, which you're going to get to show you those in more detail. I mean, how stunning are these? That one is just for you, with all of the the florals and foliage in there. I mean, look at this one, beautiful. Best wishes, how stunning are the florals and that amazing dragonfly. Then you're going to be receiving, I think this is my favourite, Seize the Day. Gorgeous, stunning. Look at the shimmer. It is absolutely off the chart that you're getting. And these stamps, of course, have been designed to work perfectly and to sort of help you maximise the shimmer that you're going to get in those palettes. And then lastly is that With Love. More beautiful butterflies and bouquets of flowers as well. So those are those brand new stamps. You're going to have to be quick because people are snapping up the Showstopper like it's going out of style and buying the bonus buy. And then that is going to impact, of course, on how long we can have that bonus buy going for. Keep checking out. We've still got in the UK over 100 people at the checkout at any one time. This is the time to be checking out. Leann is getting ready for the next demo, so please get those carts and baskets checked out now. Tonight, another brand new launch for you. Sara's going to be here with her 13-piece Showstopper deal, which is headed by her brand new book. Yes, just recently launched Craft Your Year with Sara, the Crafting Bible. Tell you what, I've had a good look through this and it is absolutely brilliant. It's kind of taking you through sort of lots of different crafts through all of the different seasons. If I just, you get it signed as well by Sara. If I just open this one up for you, you can see each and every copy is signed by the wonderful Sara. And as we go through, you've got loads of different crafts for all the different times of year. So spring, if we just sort of delve in here, and it's not just kind of like, you know, if you think it was all paper craft, it's not. Here you can see her with a rose and aloe vera clay face mask, which you might have seen her using quite a few times on Instagram. It's all about pom-pom making in here. As we go through spring, we've got other crafts like there's origami in here. You've got creating your own beautiful photo cubes. Let's go through into one of the other seasons, through into sort of summertime. Again, more pom-poms, making a beautiful pom-pom mirror. You've got flower napkin rings. All of this as well, if you read the kind of introduction to this, it's all about making these crafts really, really accessible for you and all of the family, but also without having to go out and, you know, buy lots of different bits and pieces. It's kind of like using items which you might already find at home. Plant pot gonk. There is a sentence I thought I'd never say. Bird feeders. And then as we go into Christmas time as well, it's all about creating your own beautiful Christmas tree decorations, wreaths, napkins, all of these kind of things. Sara will talk around that more in the show later. You can get that on its own. However, the Showstopper deal is the book. You're also going to get the set of swash dies, which again, I'll show you these in much more detail later on. So you've got your Celebrate, you've also got in here with Sympathy, you're going to get the With Thanks, all of these again, 3 different sentiments within each bundle. You've got your Friendship bundle in here, then you've got the stunning Congratulations, you've got Forever Friends, so 3 different sentiments within each of those mini bundles, and then you've also got within this set a beautiful selection of embossing folders as well with beautiful swirls on. Again, we'll see these in much more detail a little bit later on. The Showstopper, as I just show you through these, is bundling together 3 launches. So you've got the book, you've got the embossing folders, and then you've got the swash dies there as well. If you buy them within the Showstopper, you get an extra 18% off. So that's how it works. Rather than kind of popping them into your basket separately, in one click you get that extra discount, bringing it down to $53.76 or $76.71 if you're platinum. If you just want to go for the embossing folders on their own, you can. The dies on their own, you can. If you just want to pick up the book, again, that is available as an individual item for you. It's all there on the Shop the Show, Shop the Day page. You make your decision, but we will delve into that a lot more detail later on with Sara, who'll be taking us through it and hopefully showing us 1 or 2 things from the book as well. But the launch right now that everybody is talking about are these brand new, absolutely stunning shimmer watercolor palettes. Whoa, the Showstopper is flying. The comments are coming in. Keep the questions coming. I will fire as many as I can over to Leann in just a few moments' time. Johnny in the gallery is so excited, and it's so busy, he's just fallen off his chair. Right, so he's fine, it's absolutely fine. It's all right, take the stretcher back, he's all right. Right, let's get back on over to Leann. Leann, everyone's as excited as you are. I've never seen such an excited amount of comments coming through. Everybody loves these.
I can't thank you all enough for that, and I'm so happy that my joy at being able to do this fantastic product for you and bring it to you today is coming through the screen. And you know, if you've had our products before, please just trust me. You know, when I say something's fantastic, I genuinely mean. I would not stand here and say it was if it was not. It means so much to me that when I stand here and say this is exceptional, it's better than anything else you've tried, it's the best it can be, and you will love working with them and the results. I would not stand here and say that if I didn't know that you were going to think all of those things when you get them home. And you really are. Now let's start making something. Why not? So I've got my water and I'm going to start with a background wash. I want to show you how easy it is to do that. This is what we're working up to, by the way, Ben. We're doing the background wash and then we're doing some painting on some black card using Sunbeam and Moonbeam together. So actually the other thing I want to tell you is when I've put the paints in lines in these palettes, the lines are complementary colours to work together.
Okay.
So it just makes it all very, very easy for you. So example, I'm going to use this line of colour here in my Sunbeam palette with Dandelion, Jade Pool, Rainfall, Chiffon and Blossom, and they will all work together in a line to create that beautiful ombre of background wash. So I've been very careful, not only when choosing the Sunbeam and Moonbeam colours, but choosing how to lay them out in the palette. So we're taking a little bit of water, they've all been enlivened, we're just picking it up with our wide brush and then it goes on.
I'm amazed it looks like it transfers so beautifully to the brush and you get so much with just one little dab. Get
so much with one little dab. It is exceptional quality and really great opacity. It really is. And actually that's maybe a little bit more than I needed, Ben, to be fair, because it travels so far. So there's the first colour. Clean your brush. Try to always clean your brush before, so I'm just in water, cleaning my brush and onto my kitchen towel before I dip into the next colour, because you don't want to contaminate. You can do blending between the colours once you've got all the colour down. So now I'm picking up Jade Pool, just a little bit, and then that's going alongside and if you're going back into the same colour, you're all right. So picking up a little bit of that colour there, you can see. And then Jade Pool going alongside the Dandelion.
Yes.
And I'm just going in a diagonal fashion across the card. You can see I'm blending it in, picking up a little bit more colour. If I want to do this, I'm so excited, Ben.
Johnny's just he's sort of like keeping his excitement down a little bit. He says, because if he gets you too excited, you'll be painting too fast.
Well, I could paint too fast and then I could get very excited and fall off my platform.
No, we don't want that.
Nobody needs that.
No, they do
Johnny's
not
falling
need
off his chair.
Yeah.
I don't want to fall off my platform. And I have to say, you know, they've got my custom built platforms, Ben.
Yeah.
We were getting them earlier and Brent said to me, do you need two? I said, oh, I think I just need the one, Brent. I'll be okay.
Yeah.
He said, Leann, you're going to be so excited about these. You're going to go like this and then you're going to roll off the back. I said, you're probably right. So he got me my two platforms for that reason. So now I'm going into Rainfall and I'm just going alongside Jade Pool.
Okay.
You see, I'm just picking it up and brushing it on.
A few questions, and this one's always a difficult one to answer, but I'll wrap a few questions into one here. A lot of people who are going for the Showstopper, obviously, are going for the second set of the paints. I mean, how long down the line do you think they'll be needed? Do you know what I mean? How long are the paints going to last for? I mean, it's a difficult one.
For a long time.
Yeah.
They're really good. I mean, you can see how little I'm using, and they're not drying out. You're going to leave them to dry out after each application, and then you're going to re-aliven and waken them again.
Yeah.
They're going to last you a really long time, Ben. They really are. I mean, obviously, if you're painting canvases the size of a wall on a regular basis with them, then it's not going to last that long. No. But if you're doing regular craft with them, you're going to get an exceptional amount of use out of these for a long time. In
a minute as well, remind me as well, because a few people, including Chrissy Mahoney, want a closer look at the brushes, because she's thinking about bulk buying these for her painting classes.
Okay, we'll do that. As soon as I've done this background, we'll do that for you.
Okay, marvellous.
So you can see what's also happening, where the colour is wet, the previous colour, it's mixing a new colour for me. So these also, not only have you got 48 colours here, you've got infinite, because all of the colours from Moonbeam and Sunbeam can be mixed together to make new colours. The last colour I'm going into now is my Blossom, and see, I'm cleaning my brush and just making sure that there's no colour transference. It doesn't matter that the brush is mucky. there is no colour transference on my kitchen towel.
Gotcha.
And then I know I'm okay to go into that next pale colour that I've got there. So now I'm in Blossom, and that's the pale pink, and that's getting brushed along here.
A couple more comments. Susan says, I'm stunned by these gorgeous colours. Karen says, I love watercolour, but I've never seen it on black paper. Leann, you've done it again. Smooth and beautiful. I have got to have them, says Karen Horn. There's so many great comments coming through, Leann. I mean, wait till you read them. I know you'll read them all after the show.
I
do. You'll be delighted. It is off the chart. The positivity, the excitement for these. And by the way, we are nearly at 20% of a big showstopper. We got a big amount of the showstoppers this time around because we knew that the uptake for this would be huge. And the fact that I'm telling you 20% almost has gone inside the first hour should start those alarm bells ringing. And listen, if you are now getting the showstopper, please get that bonus buy in your basket as well. The extra palettes, the extra brushes, that is not going to be on all day. I'm telling you that for nothing. Get it now whilst you can, because later on we'll probably still have the showstopper, but we won't have that bonus buy. An extra set of the watercolours and the brushes for half the price on the screen. That's $19.99 if you're platinum in the UK, $23.96 if you're in the US and platinum. It's just an absolute must-have deal. Right, let's have a look at this background. Come on. Oh, yes. Oh, I've got no words.
Ben, I could not have said it better. That is exactly how you explain that. It's incredible, isn't it?
Yes.
And I've left those colours with quite definite bands in them because that's what I wanted. But you can use less paint, more water and get a more subtle blend if you want to. The choice is entirely up to yours. You'll just, up to you. You will get a different effect. So now I'm going to move on to my detailed paintbrush.
Okay.
And for Christine, just let me show you those.
Oh yes, you wanted to see the brushes,
before I go on to the detail painting, because
Okay.
Christine's asking, maybe several of you are asking.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to grab the other paint brushes that I've got, just so I can explain for you. Here they are. So I've spent a long time making sure that we've got this grip. And it's wider, the handle is wider, let me show you. So there's the paintbrush that we would usually use.
Yeah.
You can see that the handle is wider, the grip is wider, and you've got more of a lip here.
Okay.
Which means that if you are painting like this, as with a pencil, you have got a better grip because that lip is lying in the correct place on your finger. I've then made it just slightly wider.
Yeah.
So I've got more coverage, but the bristles very definitely longer.
Okay.
Artists tend to use a longer bristle on a brush.
And what's the sort of feel of the bristles as well?
They're the same. They're in
they're the
acrylic,
same.
so they're soft.
Right, acrylic. Okay.
I've got to say a little bit softer.
Okay.
So they're nice and soft, and it's an acrylic bristle.
Good.
Which is important, so you'll know what that means. But it means that you've got more movement, you've got more bend,
Yeah.
you've got more coverage, you can get further, you can get a smoother, softer, wider blend with a longer bristle.
Excellent.
So that's for that one. The same applies exactly for this one, because I've done the grip the same. So when you're painting, it's resting in the perfect place, that lip on your finger, to keep that comfortable in your hand. And you've got the longer bristle as well. And the same applies for the detail brush.
Okay.
You've got that lovely lip, so it's more comfortable in your hand. It's more secure. You can get a lovely grip on it. When you get a lovely grip on it, it's not slipping away in your hand, and you can get that lovely precise. Shayna does it effortlessly. She could do with something that she bought for 99 pence in WH Smith's, because she's a fantastic artist.
Yeah.
If you're not, you need all of these little helping hands. If you're me and you like to paint but you're not Shayna, then this is really going to help you. What I've also done is made sure that the bristles all taper more precisely than the previous brush we were using. And this I'm going to show you now in this that I'm thinking next bit I'm going to paint allows you to get into the small details so much more easily and effectively. Okay, so that's what those brushes are for.
Excellent, thank you.
So now I'm going to use my Moonbeam palette. That was Sunbeam. I'm now moving on to Moonbeam, just checking that's the correct one.
Yep.
And I'm just going to paint the butterfly.
Okay.
So water again, I've got my water pot here. So just keep taking my brush into the water, dabbing it on the kitchen towel and moving on to what I want to colour. So let's start with a nice orangey colour. I'm going to go with gingerbread. Why not? So water, pick up your colour.
Yeah.
And then what I like to do as well, Ben, because I don't want to waste any, I don't want to go straight in and flood that image if I want to be in a small area. I like to just drop it onto my glass mat. and then I can really emulsify that down. This is how they're really going to last you ages. So I pop it onto the glass mat. It's on the point of my brush now. Because I've got that tiny point on my brush, look at the tiny detail I can get into when painting this butterfly. And I'm just going to move that so you can see it.
Yeah.
Look at that beautiful flash. Look at the tiny line.
Brilliant.
That's why those brushes are so important.
Yeah.
When you're coming to paint your very detailed stamps. And then I'm just picking up the colour. I'm not even going back into my paint palette, Ben. I popped you can't even see it hardly. Look at it, tiny amount, and I'm painting my butterfly, but I'm not losing any of that beautiful colour. Look at that colour and iridescence. It's absolutely exceptional, Ben.
No other
word.
word.
You're just choosing the colours and going along as you go. If you want to add a little bit more to your tiny little palette that you've got there, do that. And then just with the detail brush, take the colour in. Now, I just must mention, this butterfly from that stamp collection that you've got there is being bought, stamped in a black pigment ink on black card and heat embossed with a clear embossing powder. So I've got reservoirs to work in here.
Question as well, which is a good one from Laura, who's asking about the card. She says, does watercolour come in black, or is your matte black multi-purpose good for both pigment and watercolour?
Matte black multi-purpose.
Yeah.
Cardstock.
Yeah.
So you can yes, you can use that. What I'm using is our Spectrum Raw Artist Pad.
Right.
Cut up, but our matte black multi-purpose will do exactly the same.
Great news.
Now look, this isn't even dry.
No.
And look at the shimmer on there. And look at the detail I'm able to get on that butterfly. It's incredible, Ben.
Yeah.
So you just move on to your next colour that you fancy. Shall I have some purple? Why not?
Can I just tell you, Leann's doing the lovely we can watch and we can enjoy. I'm doing you need to be buying very quickly because we're super busy. At any one time in the UK, we have got 100 people at the tills. And as soon as somebody's checked out, somebody else joins the queue. That's how busy we are. Imagine if that was like your local supermarket right now, or your local, your local store. 100 people are at the checkouts right now. And as soon as someone else checks out, someone else joins the back of the queue. That's how busy we are right now. So I'm just putting it out there. You need to be quick. That's just the UK, and the US are beginning to wake up. That queue is only going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So please get checking now. We've got people checking out in London. We've got people in Spain. We've got people in Germany. We've got people in France, the Netherlands, all over the world are in for this launch, and it is absolutely flying. We've got people checking out in India right now, Leann. The world is watching you. The world is watching.
My word. I mean, no pressure. I don't know how I feel about that, to be fair, Ben. However, I am thrilled that you are loving them and that you are shopping and buying them, because I can absolutely promise you that you will get beautiful, beautiful results. This is dry. This purple, it looks amazing once it's dry. Absolutely gorgeous. Let me just dry that so you can see it, and then we'll take a little pause and have a look at the butterfly already done, and you'll see what I mean about drying it and then seeing the colour come to life on your Moonbeam palette. Moisture will always affect that for you. There you go. So you can see how beautiful.
Oh, what's that?
That's the word of the day, Ben, isn't it? It's really, really fabulous. And I'm so happy that you are seeing this yourself at home and able to see how fabulous it's going to be for you. Okay.
I mean, I'm only here. I'm going next door in a minute. I really wish I could stay here for the next hour. I mean, are you joking me? Look at that.
It's fabulous, and that's all I'm doing. I'm just painting the butterfly, and then I was going to paint a couple of little leaves. You've seen me do the background wash already, so you know how easy. Oh my word! Look at that, my life. It really is. I cannot recommend them to you enough, people. If you've never painted before, buy these and try some painting, because you're going to be hooked. They're absolutely incredible.
Still, we have 100 people at any one time in the UK trying to check their baskets out. We are so busy. Everybody's going for the Showstopper. Everything that you're seeing here, don't forget, we are heading towards a quarter of the stock now gone on the Showstopper. You get your Moonbeam, your Sunbeam palettes. You're going to get the brand new paintbrushes as well now, which I think people are multi-ordering. That's That's your brand new launch, plus all of the brand new stamps as well. And then we give you an extra amount of product worth over £50 or $60 just for that extra £18, which is incredible. Rocker blocks, multi-purpose card, that amazing mixed media mat, and the masket tape. $69.58 for all of that, or $83.92. Plus your double points, and then you unlock the bonus buy. I would say 99% of people will be going for more of the palette and more of those brushes. That's the first bonus buy that you can go for. Bottom of the screen here, that price halves when you put it in your basket with your Showstopper. Half that price. You can go for more stamps if you want, but the majority of you are going to go for more of those palettes. Listen, enjoy the next hour. Please continue to check out. This is your opportunity now, right? I know you don't want to miss anything. You don't want to miss a minute of this show. So this is your 3 or 4 minutes right now to get to the checkout, get your Showstopper, get that bonus buy, and then you can come back and enjoy the second half of the show. But listen, I will see you later on for the launch day show. Lily's popping in for the final hour of this show. But what a day so far. Head to the checkouts. We'll be right back.
The party is here. It's time to find your sparkle because Crafter's Companion is turning an amazing 18.
We've got Disco Fever, and you're all invited to light up the dance floor for our biggest and brightest party yet.
And it's the hottest ticket in town, and everyone's on the guest list.
So follow the call of the Disco Ball and join us from the 9th to the 22nd of October.
We'll be shining the spotlight on a dazzling lineup of amazing new launches, offers, and so many surprises.
And Crafters TV has been transformed into a boogie wonderland with live fun and crafty goodies every day.
And we're keeping the party going with Birthday 24/7. Tune in to enjoy non-stop Crafters TV all day, every day, throughout the entire birthday celebration.
So, Dancing Queens, what are you waiting for? Visit our amazing new Crafters Companion website to join the fun and shine bright.
You've been bringing us deals since I think you know when. It's that time when your credit card becomes your best friend. Look at me now, will I ever learn? I don't know why, but I suddenly lose control. There's a crafty fire in my soul. Just one look and then I buy everything. A few days and then my doorbell will ring. Whoa, whoa, birthday's here. Here I go again, my, deals I can't resist ya. Birthday's here, bought more than I should. I know, I'll say it's for my sister. Yes, I'll be broken hearted when the deals have departed. Where did all of my money go? I'll be buying the launches and more cardstock and glue. Do I need more craft stash? There's free gifts, yes I do. Bought so much stuff, I can't close the door to my craft room. There's too much stuff that's on the floor. Maybe I should just buy no more. But then look, CC are launching new things. Bought so much, now I have got free shipping. Whoa, birthday's here. Here I go again, my, deals I can't resist ya. Birthday's here, I have no control. Bought more pokey tools and misters. Yes, with more cash I parted. Don't know how it all started. My, time to watch another show. Birthday's here, double points you say. I'll stay platinum forever. Oh dear, I'm on first name terms with my delivery guy, his name is Trevor. Birthday's here, here I go again. I'll watch with a cuppa and a big key. Birthday's here, cancel all my plans. My, I think I'll pull a sickie. Yes, I'll be broken hearted when can go.
Hello and welcome back to Crafters TV. We're entering the second hour of this super exciting wake-up call. We've got a very, very exciting launch for you here today on Crafters TV. I say a launch, we've got quite a few coming up throughout the course of the full day here on Crafters TV. But this morning we've been focusing on those amazing shimmering watercolour palettes. And I know we left that first hour with Ben and Leann. Leann was just in the midst of colouring the most gorgeous butterfly. So we want to get straight back over to Leann to continue with that gorgeous demonstration because we really want to see this come to life. So Leann, back over to you.
Thank you, Lily. So all I'm doing is continuing to colour this butterfly on black cardstock. We can see how beautiful it's looking as we move on there. I'm using my Moonbeam palette because I'm colouring on black cardstock here, and it has been heat embossed with clear powder and stamped with a black pigment ink pad. Now this colour I'm using here is one of the special Moonbeam colours which interfere and work beautifully on a black cardstock. What I've done, and you can hardly see it there on the page, on the glass mat, is I take it, I'm just going to show you here, from the Moonbeam palette, a little bit on my brush, and then I'm popping it onto the glass mat and then painting and then picking up paint from the glass mat, which shows you that actually these colours will last you a long time because you only need the tiniest amount. You don't need to keep going back into your paint palette for the colour. And having that mixed media mat that we've got included in the Showstopper will be fantastic because you've got all of the pre-moulded little paint wells in there that you can pop your colour in. Now when you do that, if it dries, all you need to do is spray it with water to re-enliven it, and you'll be able to use that colour again time and time and time again. So you're never going to have to wipe this away or waste it, which I think is a great USP, because these are pigment based, which is why you get the opacity, packed with an ultrafine mica, but we've made the paints semi-moist so that you can reactivate them very easily and quickly. Now, as with most things with a shimmer in, the shimmer doesn't really show until you dry it. Whenever it's moist, whenever there's water in there, it's going to interfere with the colour and the impact that it can have. So just take your heat gun and give it a dry. If you don't have a heat gun, you can leave it to air dry, no problem at all. And it'll just take a little bit longer. I use a heat gun for speed in the demonstrations. And then you'll see as I show you this and it's drying, how beautiful these colours are. It literally, you will not have used a palette of paints that have this level of colour in them. I have to say it's a proprietary formula for Crafters Companion, which means that it is unique to this paint palette from us. We've worked with the manufacturer for a very long time to make sure that we can get the best impact, the best colours, the best result for you at home, so you just have the joy of using them and you will get an incredible result for all of your techniques time after time. And I've been working with the manufacturer for a metallic paint palette for approximately 2 years now.
Oh my goodness.
And it really is, we've managed to achieve what I think are the best metallic paints that I have ever used. They're incredible. And you can see the perfect partner is the brushes we've put in the bundle for you there, because we've got this lovely fine point which allows us to get into tiny detail to spread that colour out, especially when you're colouring something like a butterfly and going into very small areas like this with your metallic paint. Now you see I've done all of that pink and I dipped into this piece that I put on my palette once, and I've done all of that painting with it, and I've still got all of this left to do some more if I want to. It's just, they're going to last a long time, and the results are unbelievable. I'm sure you would agree. Now, once you've finished doing that, then you're going to finish and get something which is as gorgeous as this, which is that lovely background and that beautiful butterfly. Lily, you've been crafting for a long time as well. Have you ever seen anything that lovely?
Certainly not. The shine on there is absolutely amazing. It almost looks like it's been lit up from behind, like you've got like an LED tea light behind that. They are absolutely incredible. I love them. Leann clearly loves them. She's worked so hard to be able to get you the most incredible sheen and shimmer on these watercolour palettes. But it's not just us here that are loving these today. You guys at home are absolutely adoring these, and you are lapping them up in your drawers. But we have got the most incredible deal for you when it comes to this Showstopper collection. If you want it all, the full brand new collection, and you want some extra goodies that will work perfectly alongside these brand new shimmering watercolour palettes, then the best place you can go is for that Showstopper. 11-piece collection for a Platinum Club price today of £69.58 or $83.92. So as part of this collection, you are getting both of those palettes. You can see those at the bottom there. Brand new, unrivaled shimmer and sheen on those amazing watercolour palettes. You're also getting the fantastic brushes. You've just seen in demonstration with Leann there how brilliantly they are going to work alongside those new paints that you've got. You are also getting all of the coordinating stamp sets as well. 4 of those clear stamp sets that you can see at the top there. Of course, they're going to work perfectly with the palettes that you've got at the bottom, but they will also work with any other colouring medium as well. Then we're also including, as part of your Showstopper, that brilliant masking tape that you can see down on the bottom right hand there. You can do all your different masking techniques with your backgrounds, with your stamping as well with that one. You're also getting that fantastic mixed media mat, great for as a workstation when you're using all those different mediums, particularly the paints that you get in this bundle. Then you're also going to be getting a pack of our fantastic multi-purpose card, 60 A4 sheets in that pack. And then finally, my goodness me, you're getting such a lot included. You're getting 2 of our large rocker blocks. So of course, they're going to work absolutely perfectly with those stamps to give you that perfect stamped image every single time. And talking of stamps, I want to just quickly share with you the designs, these beautiful stamps that you're getting included as part of this Showstopper deal. These are brand new, and like I say, they have been designed to work specifically with these brand new watercolours, but of course you can use them with any colouring medium you so choose. And let's be honest, they're so gorgeous. There's so much gorgeous design in there. You could even just use them in black and white, just heat emboss, maybe in a gold. You don't even have to colour them in if you don't want to, but bring in those brand new watercolour paints and you can see how incredible those look. So that's your first design, that's your With Love. We're also including this gorgeous nautical theme set, with this being your Seize the Day. Next up, we also are including your Best Wishes. And then finally, we have also got our Just For You. You can also get these all individual. Check that out over on the Shop the Day on the website. But we do also have 2 bonus buy offers as well. So if you're going for that fantastic Showstopper deal, we do have 2 different bonus buys that you can go for. So first up, you can go for the watercolour palettes. You can get them as a bonus buy. And if you go for your Showstopper and you go for the paints as well, you're going to get the paints for half price. So that collection is not just the 2 lots of paints that you get in there, you're also getting that pack of paint brushes as well. The Platinum Club price on that is £39.98 or $47.92. But I kind of want you to ignore that, because like I say, if you go for that Showstopper, that's going to be half price, which is an outstanding deal on those paints and the brushes as well. Let's be honest, we always need spares of our paint brushes, so great to get an extra pack of those. So that's your first option when it comes to that bonus buy. But perhaps you want to go for extras of the stamp sets. Well, you do have the option to do that as well. So go for your Showstopper and then go for your 4-piece collection of your stamp sets. The stamp sets is coming in today at £15.20 or $21.60, but of course, when you go for that Showstopper deal, that is going to become half price, making that an absolutely fantastic deal on 4 sets of brand new stamps. And I think really timeless designs that we've got in those collection of 4. Wow, I did say it'd been a busy start to the show. We're only just over an hour in. We've technically not even launched that. We've not even launched until 3 o'clock, so technically this is not launched yet. But Showstopper collection, so many of you are going for that collection. You can see why, the amount of goodies that you're getting. wow, over a quarter of the stock has already flown out the door. You guys are loving it. You're loving the bonus buys as well, an opportunity to stock up. Don't forget as well to check out that shop the day, because you do have that opportunity to pick up the Leann goodie bag as well. Not many of those left either, and tons more goodies over on the website to have a look at, and fill those baskets, fill those carts. Make sure you are, if you can, spending over £100 or $100, because if you do so, you're going to get our fabulous free gift. Isn't this just absolutely beautiful? It's our exclusively designed Hessian bag. That's your £100 or $100 free gift. If you're spending over £50 or $50, you will be getting one of our fantastic crystal pens. It will be a random mystery colour, so it'll be a little surprise when that arrives as to what colour you'll be getting. But if you're spending just over £10 or $10, just for today, you will be getting your special day statement sentiment die as a free gift. So an opportunity to get lots of extra goodies for absolutely nothing when you are spending over that £100 mark. Now, like I say, lots of you are just adoring this brand new launch, and I think the best way to see it in action, the best way to whet your crafty appetites is of course to go back over to Leann, because I know she's got so many techniques, so much more inspiration to share with you, and I can't wait to see what she's got lined up next.
Right, would you like to see them all from the beginning again, or shall we do another demonstration? Okay,
Yes,
let's see them
yes.
from the beginning. In case you've just joined us and you're wondering what all of the excitement's about, what is the excitement about? Let me show you. So we have launched today, and these have been in the works for 2 years. You know what I'm like in terms of it has to be right, it has to be perfect. I'm a little bit of a hard taskmaster when it comes to that, and I'm not going to be launching anything, and I make no apologies for it either, and I'm not going to be launching anything unless it's the very best it can be. So what we've got for you are 2 metallic paint palettes launching for you. We've got Moonbeam and we've got Sunbeam, and in each of these palettes you've got 24 beautiful colours, and we've included for you in each palette the acetate overlay so you can see the colours for each of the palettes. Now, these are exceptional. The shimmer, the shine, the amount of mica that we've packed in here is incredible. These are a pigment-based, artist quality, semi-moist watercolour, which means that they activate with water very quickly and give you maximum bang for your buck. So those are the 2 palettes. What do they do? These are the boards. Now, Sunbeam we've put together because they work best for you on a white cardstock, and this colour palette's all been painted onto the white cardstock for you. You can see the beautiful colours and you can see the incredible iridescence that we've got there. That's Sunbeam. Then we've got Moonbeam. Moonbeam also equally beautiful colours, and this is on white cardstock. You can see some of these colours here, Daydream Feather Seashell, Enchantment Moonbeam Starlight, are giving you a hint of colour and iridescence, and we can very definitely see that there, but they're not full colours. That's because Moonbeam works best on a dark, on a black cardstock, and you can see the difference for the colours there when you put them onto that black cardstock. You can see the difference in the rose red. It's a little bit coral here. It's very definitely rose red on a black cardstock. Firelight Ember. It's a little bit peachy above. It's very, very firelight on that one. The most impressive ones, I think, when you come to these iridescents, Daydream on a white cardstock, a blue iridescence. But look at the intensity of that real blue colour when we put it onto the black cardstock. You can see that there. Move it down and feather. A little bit of purple iridescence in there you can see on the white, but fully beautifully purple on the black. The same works for Seashell. A little bit of pink iridescence, but a gorgeous, deep, vibrant pink on the black cardstock. So you can see that these Moonbeam will interfere, and we feel you get the best and most impressive look on your black cardstock, but they will work on your white cardstock too. Sunbeam work best on white cardstock and will disappear the colour a little bit. You'll just get the shine, not the tint on a black cardstock as well as you do on the white, which is why we've put them into two separate palettes completely for you, so that you're not having to work that out. You can see it very, very easily. Now let me show you some examples here of cards. I'm just gathering them up from down below because they're my demonstrations and I want you to see them all. You can see how beautiful the shimmer is there. We can do our gorgeous cling film techniques. You can see the shimmer on the image. We've done some duet ink, background inking, and then painted on top of it. Another cling film background using sunbeam and moonbeam colours to create that beautiful image. And these are all of the stamps that we've got in that bundle for you. Absolutely incredible, each and every single one of them. I cannot believe how fabulous they are. Look at this embossing folder that's been embossed and then inked to give you that beautiful shine and shimmer and that you've got with those leaves there. And let me just, should I find a couple more? Why not?
Yeah.
This
Why
one's,
not?
This one is gorgeous. Look, you'll just have the best time colouring with these because you've got that beautiful iridescence with the pigment colour behind. These are the stamps all coloured in. Do you need to give a stock update, Lily?
I do, yeah, I'm afraid. My goodness me, just while you're looking at that gorgeous shimmer and shine that we've got there, 30% of the stock of that Showstopper has already flown out the door. So if you want to get your hands on this one, you have to be super, super quick. And looking at those, quite frankly, why would you not want to get your hands on this? Isn't that amazing?
They really are. And I love to show you the stamps that we've got in the collection, which are coloured on white and black cardstock using those paints. Look at the results you've got here. It's absolutely off the chart incredible. Look at that. It just looks like they're lit from within. It's unbelievable. You are going to have, we've put all of the hard work into bringing the highest quality metallic paint palette for you that you could ever find or use, and you will be able to replicate these results very, very easily when you get them home. If you've had metallic watercolour palettes in the past and you've been frustrated because they haven't shined like you want them to, you haven't had that beautiful iridescence like I've been showing you, you've been a little bit frustrated, they've felt dry and crunchy in the palette, they've crumbled a little bit, they've fallen out of the palette, you're really frustrated, you've put them on white card, you can't really see the colour, you've put them on dark card, the colour disappears, you've only got the shine. All of those things I've experienced myself when I've been trying to find the perfect watercolour metallic paint, and made sure that when we put these together for you, you would not experience that. These are manufactured by a high quality artist manufacturer, and we've brought them to you in this really convenient way so that you've got the reliability of very high quality, perfect performance, but you're not paying a silly price for them. And I must just say as well, in each of the palettes, 24 colours in each, your moonbeam and your sunbeam, not one duplicated colour. Every single colour different. So 48 different colours across those two palettes. One of them working brilliantly with your dark, one of them working brilliantly with your white. So why you need them both in your stash.
Absolutely. Wow. Oh my goodness me. That is just absolutely incredible seeing all those results, the shimmer, the shine on those. I know personally I have never seen any sort of watercolour palette that's got quite that level of shimmer on there. If you want to go for your Showstopper, the details are on your screen. Like we say, over 30% now of that stock has gone. We've just gone 12 o'clock here in the UK, so it's getting a little bit down to the wire in terms of the stock. Details on your screen, £69.58 or $83.92. Now, fabulous to see all those colours, fabulous to see all those palettes, but I think it's time we got into a demonstration with Leann. So Leann, what have you got lined
absolutely. I just wanted to show you this before I do the demonstration because look at that, stamped with the seashells that come in the bundle, using our masking tape to just mask the shells and make that background, and then paint the whole thing with the palette. I just can't.
I want to put that on my wall. It's a piece of art.
I haven't got words. It's incredible, isn't it? And so easy to do. I cannot stress how easy that is for you to do. So we're going to have a look at how, now we did a background on a white card earlier. So now we're going to have a look at how to do a background on a dark card. I thought that would be nice to do as well. So I've got a piece of black cardstock here. I've got my paint brushes. I've got my pre-moistened Sunbeam and Moonbeam palettes. And we're going to use the Moonbeam paints to do the background on here. Now, what I like to do, have I lost a brush? There it is. I'm just going to get my water. I like to bring the colours out onto my mat so that I'm not dipping back in and contaminating my palette. What I would say is when you're going into your palette, you need to keep cleaning your brush because you don't want to contaminate each well with another colour so that the colours stay true. So the way to do that is to wet your brush, decide on the colours you want to use, and I'm going to choose, I'm just looking at my little palette here, I'm going to choose Gold Seam because I think it's gorgeous. So there's Gold Seam. Picking, oh my word, it even just shimmers in the palette. It's incredible. Can you see it?
Gorgeous,
it's
look at that.
Absolutely unbelievable. That's coming down onto my palette, so I'm picking up the colour with my brush, popping that down here, getting as much as probably more than I need, but that's onto my palette there. Then I'm going to not waste this on my brush, but dip it in my water and just pop some onto my card to create this background that I want to create. So effectively cleaning my brush on the card so that I don't waste any paint. Then it goes back in the water, clean, and when you clean it, you're just making sure on some white kitchen towel that you've got no colour transference. Doesn't matter if your bristles are stained, just as long as you can't see blue on your kitchen towel. Then you can go back in for another colour, and I think I'm going to go in for gingerbread.
Oh, nice. Oh, what gorgeous
That makes me
colour.
want a posh coffee.
Oh, it does. It's making me feel all Christmassy just thinking about it.
Yeah, exactly. And then I'm going to, again, clean my brush here. Just move it all around in with each other. Okay. I mean, do you know what? I probably don't need this ink. This is how fantastic it is. It just really is the best. And then final colour, I think I might go with a little bit of, let's go with a bit of Starlight. Why not? Bit of Starlight there. Pop that on the palette, and then this can come in places, and then we're going to dry and see what we feel it looks like. Now, what you can do is put more water on here and encourage them to all move around in each other. Or you can spritz them, and you're going to do some wiggling and getting them to run, because when they run with water, that's when you get the really lovely effects and the pooling of the shimmer. So we're going to encourage them to run. And then if we feel we need to put some more colour in, we can. And if you want to spritz a little bit, you can too, because you're not going to lose any of the shimmer. You're just moving them around with each other. That little spritz has helped enliven them a little bit. And then you can use your brush to do the same thing with water on and just move it around on your card. Pick up some colours and just whiz it in places. Just don't worry about it. And then I like to do splashes as well.
Gorgeous.
So pick it up and then flick it at your card. Okay. So once you've done all of that to get your background, we can stop and then get out our heat gun and dry it.
Fabulous. Just while Leann's drying it, I have to let all you guys at home know we are now approaching a third of the stock of the Showstopper sold out already. Not even 12:30 here in the UK, and approaching a third of that Showstopper sold out the door. So you're going to have to go pretty quickly on this one. I'm hoping we should have enough stock for Ben and Leann to get through that launch day show at 3 p.m. here in the UK, but approaching a third of the stock. You can see how popular this has been, and it's no wonder. When you see those amazing techniques that Leann's showing us right now, you can see quite how incredible these brand new watercolours are. That shimmer and that shine is just absolutely fantastic. Wow, this is really coming to life.
It's incredible, and you only need a tiny bit, and you'll get a different result every time. It's entirely up to you how you do it, whether you pool it more, whether you blend it more, whether you put more drops on there. The choice is yours, but what you will get is an incredible shimmer and shine, almost like a galaxy.
Yes,
it's absolutely super. It is like a galaxy. Now, I didn't dry between each layer there. Here, I dried between each layer, which is why you get more differentiation between the colours. So when you've got more time at home, put the gold on, dry it, put the bronze on, dry it, put the moonlight on, dry it, and then you'll get more differentiation in the colours that you've put on the background, and you can do some more very obvious splats if you want to as well. But I've also got my brush to do my detail painting, and I'll need a tiny bit of that. So this is one of the leaves, heat embossed, black pigment ink stamped, heat embossed with a clear powder, and then fussy cut.
Okay.
And I'm just going to paint it. Now I think I'm going to have some green in here, so I'm going to go with some forest. Why not? I only need a tiny bit. So a tiny bit of forest again onto my mat. There we go. And then I'm going to go into my leaf. From the bottom here, let's just start painting the forest. Now the other thing is as well, because I've heat embossed it with a clear powder, you can go directly over the lines, and I'll show you in a sec. Let me just show you now. It will resist the lines. You can see, there you go. So it will resist the lines. So don't worry about having to be too detailed. Then I've picked up a little bit of the gold from my mat. And I'm just blending it in with the green, giving it a little clean, bringing a little bit more of the green in there, and just going over the whole leaf. Now, anybody can do this. This is not tricky or difficult. And this is the waste that I'm picking up off the mat over here.
Of course, yeah.
Thank you, James. And that means that you can see that I'm just picking up the waste colour from doing the background and painting my leaf so that they all blend in. The only thing I did was add that extra little bit of green down there. But when that's dry now, I get a beautiful painted ombre leaf with all of the colours that you can then really use to embellish, and that's all I've done for these embellishments on this card. You see that one would fit in there perfectly if I added in. It's just taking the waste from the background and over the top of the embossed, just so minimum effort, maximum impact. That's what you're getting with these paints. With these paints, minimum effort, maximum impact. So easy to do. Now, anybody can throw some paint in a piece of black cardstock and dry it, and then fussy cut some leaves and randomly paint for an ombre. You can all do this, but you get these exceptional results because of the quality of the paint and the hard work we've put into getting it right for you.
Absolutely, wow, doesn't that look incredible? Now I do have a little question to throw over to Leann. Hannah has asked, can you actually use the paints to stamp with?
You can paint them onto a stamp. Now what you would need to do with that is make sure that the paint is very thick. So you would have in fact we'll do it.
Wow.
Hannah, I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to get a bit of black card and a stamp and I'm going to do it for you.
Fabulous. While Leann's just setting up, I will remind you of exactly what you're getting in your Showstopper. Very excited to see this next technique. That's the thing about getting your questions in. We're live and interactive. So Leann's going to show you right now exactly how you can do that technique. But if you're going to be wanting to recreate this technique that Leann's about to show us, when you get these home, you do need to get your hands on our Showstopper deal. This is the brand new shimmering watercolor palettes that you can see at the bottom there, but it's everything else as well. 11-piece Showstopper collection comes in today if you're part of our fantastic Platinum Club at £69.58 or $83.92. And what you're getting is an absolute ton of crafty goodies to start playing with when you get these home. First up, you have your 2 brand new watercolor palettes at the bottom. You're also getting a pack of those 3 brand new paint brushes. To go alongside all of those, you're getting the 4 clear stamp sets. They've been designed to work perfectly with those paints, but of course you can use those with any colouring medium of your choice. Then you're also getting some of your masking tape, and Leann showed us that amazing card just a few moments ago that had that masked background with the seashells, so you can see how useful that one's going to be. You're also getting your mixed media mat, 60 sheets of your white multi-purpose card, and then finally the icing on the cherry on the top of the cake is of course going to be your 2 large rocker blocks, perfect for stamping with, to get that perfect, precise stamped impression each and every single time. All of those fantastic crafty goodies for that Platinum Club price today of £69.58 or $83.92. That's your Showstopper, but don't forget as well, if you head over to the website, you'll see that we've got 2 different options for those bonus buys as well. So when you go for your Showstopper, you can get either of those bonus buys for half price. And I'm hearing in my ear, the most popular one to go for is that Shimmer Watercolor palette 3-piece collection. It's not just those 2 palettes that you see at the bottom there, but it's another pack of those paint brushes. And let's be honest, we can never have enough of those. Doesn't matter whether you're using them with these mediums, you could be using them with any other water-based mediums in your crafty stash as well. So the fact that you're getting those included as part of that bonus buy is fantastic. You can see the details on your screen, £39.98 or $47.92. But like I said earlier, I kind of want you to ignore that price, because if you're going for your Showstopper, that's going to be half price, making that price even better. My goodness me, less than £20 if you're part of our Platinum Club, coming down to £19.99 or just over $23 if you are over stateside. So amazing value for money. Now, we did have that question coming from Hannah about how we can stamp with these fantastic paints, and I think Leann is ready to show us just how we can do that.
Absolutely, I am. Now, I have got myself 3 paintbrushes. This is why you need extra paintbrushes and more of them. Because if I didn't have several paintbrushes, I would have to really clean each paintbrush between the next thing that I'm going to do here. So because I've got 3, I can use 1 brush per colour. Now, your brush needs to be almost dry.
Okay.
So if it's been in the water, you do not want it saturated for the next step. So give it a good dry on your kitchen towel. Your paints need to have been activated, so you need to have spritzed them so that you've got a nice thick layer of paint on the top, so it's moist but not runny. And then what you're going to do is pick up the colour with your brush and paint it onto your stamp. So the first one and it needs to be quite thick. So you see here, there, how thick that is. It's almost like a thick gloopy paint, you can see. See that on my brush? So I'm going to pick that up from there, and this is using fuchsia, and then that's going to get painted onto my stamp. So I'm just using my paintbrush and I'm going across the stamp just to make sure I've got the paint where I would like it to be. So that's the first colour. If I'm going to ombre between colours, and you can put a tiny bit more water on if you feel you need it, but that was I'll show you what I did with my brush, because when I say a tiny bit, there's the surface of my water, there's my brush. Like hardly even touched it. That's going to give it enough of a wake up to be able to get that lovely paint onto the stamp itself. So there we go, and I've got a shell stamp on here. So there's the first one. To save me having to clean that down, and also because I don't want to waste that colour, I want to use it on something else, maybe to paint this image in with. I've just put it to the side. So now I'm going to choose another colour, and I'm going to do some Cosmic.
Okay.
So I'm picking up the Cosmic exactly in the same way, just picking it up with the flat tip of this brush, and then I'm going over where I've got the fuchsia already. I'm putting on some Cosmic, and you do want to pick it up so it's nice and thick and get that all on there. There we go. And then put your brush to the side, and then the last colour I'm going to use, I think, is probably...
Choices.
Choices!
When you get 48, there's a lot to choose from.
Shall I do Nebula?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go for it.
Let's do some Nebula. So this is with my tiny thin brush, so I'm still picking that up. And even if you've got your little detailed brush, just make sure that you get it onto your stamp. So you're painting it on there. So it's nice and thick, and you're painting it on. Okay, so I've got all of the colours on there. Now, probably what we're going to need to do, because they'll start to dry, is or a very light spritz. So a like that would do it, but more effective will be a light spritz with your spritzer. So if we can see me doing this, James, thank you. It is going to be a very light distance perfume waft.
Oh, yes.
So you're doing a very light moistening mist. So it's laying on there, and I'm way away from it when I'm doing it, so that I'm not changing or moving the colour that's on the stamp. I've just woken it up by doing that. And then we go to our cardstock. I'm going to use black because we're using Moonbeam paints. Oh my word. I can't hardly breathe. And then we're going to dry it. And then you're going to see how fantastic it is.
Get ready for the shimmer, get ready for the shine. We can start to see
Oh
it.
my word. This is incredible. Who was the lady who asked this question?
It was Hannah.
Hannah. Thank you for asking, Hannah. I might not have taken the time to show you this.
Oh my goodness. Look how crisp that is.
Isn't that fantastic? So then what you can do is take your paintbrush and with the colour that's left on from when you pick the colour up, go in and paint and drag that colour out. And you'll still have the line and you'll still have the shimmer and it will look absolutely gorgeous. Now, of course, what you can do, there's a lot more paint left on here.
Oh, yeah.
So what we can then do is another little
Perfume waft.
yeah, perfume waft, and you can go ahead and do several
Oh wow.
to make a background. Look how fabulous this is. Look how many I'm getting. So this is making just, and you probably pick a better stamp, but you get the idea. Look how many times I've been able to do that. And then when you dry it, you get that self pattern. You can do the same with your sunbeam, of course, as well, and you'll get those beautiful effects with that lovely metallic shimmer and shine.
Oh my
So
goodness.
yes, you can stamp with them for different effect.
I think that was definitely a resounding yes to that one, wasn't it? Wow, what an amazing technique. A big thank you to Leann for showing us that. I think it's great to see it in action. It's all good and well saying, oh yes, you can do it. But I think when you see it with your very own eyes, it's like, oh my goodness, wow, these paints are just incredible. If you've not treated yourself to that Showstopper yet, and plenty of you at home already have, details are on your screen. That 11-piece Showstopper collection is coming in today for a Platinum Club price of £69.58 or $83.92. Now, it's proved super popular already. We are approaching a third of the stock already sold out, so I think it's time that we gave you a chance to check out those baskets, get all those crafty goodies winging their way to you, and we'll be back in just a few moments for lots more inspiration.
The party is here. It's time to find your sparkle because Crafter's Companion is turning an amazing 18.
We've got disco fever, and you're all invited to light up the dance floor for our biggest and brightest party yet.
And it's the hottest ticket in town, and everyone's on the guest list.
So follow the call of the disco ball and join us from the 9th to the 22nd of October.
We'll be shining the spotlight on a dazzling lineup of amazing new launches, offers, and so many surprises.
And Crafters TV has been transformed into a boogie wonderland with live fun and crafty goodies every day.
And we're keeping the party going with Birthday 24/7. Tune in to enjoy non-stop Crafters TV all day, every day, throughout the entire birthday celebration.
So, Dancing Queens, what are you waiting for? Visit our amazing new Crafters Companion website to join the fun and shine bright.
Hi, I'm Ben from Crafters TV. As you may know, we've just launched an amazing new website. Our new home of papercraft to house all of your crafty needs. And as we've had a bit of a makeover, I'm here today to help you add those crafty goodies to your basket and check out. So, what are we waiting for? Let's get started. First, head on over to the Crafters Companion homepage. Select the correct geographical location at the top of the page. Next, log into your My Crafters account. Explore the site and products using the navigation bar at the top of the screen. When you find the product you want, add to your basket by clicking the Add to Basket button. You'll then have the option to view your basket or continue shopping. If you want to check out, click View Your Basket. Here you can see the list of items you've added along with the order summary on the right-hand side of the screen. This is also where you'll see your loyalty discount. And just remember, the price you're seeing at this stage is excluding any delivery charges. This will also be your opportunity to add any discount codes you may have. Simply type in the code, hit apply, and if your code is valid, you should see the correct amount of discount deducted from your order total. Once you're happy to go ahead with your order, click the Proceed to Checkout button in the summary box on the right-hand side of your screen. If you want to use ShopPay, PayPal or Google Pay, you can select the relevant option under Express Checkout and you'll be given instructions on how to check out. If you have a gift card, you can enter the code on the right-hand side of the screen and press Apply. You should see the correct amount of discount deducted from your total. If you'd like to pay by card, the details linked to your account should appear in the relevant fields. If these aren't showing, you'll need to fill out the correct details. When you've entered your payment information, click the Continue to Shipping button at the bottom of the screen. Select your preferred shipping option, click Continue to Payment. Here you can enter your card details or select ShopPay, PayPal or ClearPay. Next, make sure the correct billing address is entered under the billing address section, or if this is the same as your shipping address, then you'll have the option to select it. Click Pay Now, and that's it. You'll be taken to a thank you page with an order number, and you'll also receive a confirmation email with the details of your crafty purchase, which will be on its way to you very soon.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get social with us. Whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, on your TV or tablet, you can get so close to the action, it's like you're in the studio with us. You can ask questions about products or crafty techniques. Get hints and tips from our expert demonstrators. Plus, share pictures of your crafty makes with our amazing community. Crafters TV, getting you closer to the crafty action.
Hello and welcome back to Crafters TV. We've got just under half an hour left on this wake-up call, and what a busy wake-up call we are having. The Showstopper deal, these brand new shimmering watercolour palettes and all the other gorgeous goodies that are coming alongside those. Wow, a lot of you guys have checked out in the break. We are now 35% of the stock already gone. I'm not being funny, but I think this is going to sell out today. Quite likely it's going to be in that launch day show between 3 o'clock and 5 p.m. here UK time. So if you want to snap yours up, you can come back at 3 o'clock. You can join Ben and Leann. You can just sit back, relax, enjoy all those demonstrations in the knowledge that you've secured yours. What I will be doing is definitely going for that Showstopper as soon as you can and securing that purchase. As part of that amazing collection, you're paying for this one £69.58 or $83.92, and you're getting absolutely everything that you can see there. So that's the 2 brand new shimmering watercolour palettes. You are getting 24 colours in each, giving you 48 colours to choose from, which is incredible. You're also getting the pack of 3 paint brushes that you can see there, going to work perfectly with those paints. You're getting 4 clear stamp sets. You're also getting that fantastic masking tape. You're getting your mixed media mat. You're getting 60 sheets of the multi-purpose card, and you're also getting your 2 large rocker blocks included as part of that amazing collection as well. Absolutely fantastic value and so many crafty goodies that you're getting as part of that collection. Now, before we get into that next demo, we have got a few questions that I'd like to throw over to Leann. A lot of you guys have been sending across those questions, which is fantastic. So I love it when it's interactive and we can actually get all those answers to the questions that you might have. So first up, we've got a question from Tracy. Leann, she's asking, what is the difference between these shimmering watercolour paints and the shimmer sprays? Great question.
Right, so the difference between these watercolour paints and the shimmer sprays is the shimmer sprays are a dye-based liquid with a larger particle of mica in, and these are an artist quality pigment-based solid watercolour paint, true watercolour paint, not a dye-based decorative spray, artist quality pigment watercolour base infused with a super fine interference mica. So in answer to the question, they're very different.
Okay, fantastic. So the answer is yes, you do need both, I'm afraid.
Yes.
This one, I'll actually answer this one for you. Laura's asking, what collection are the leaves from? It's from that fantastic Just For You. It's part of the Showstopper. Next up for you, Leann, got a question about the masking tape. How do you use the masking tape? Is it just to hold paper in place?
So masking tape is for you to stamp and colour. So this image that I showed you earlier, this card, masking tape would, let me show you on the overhead there. Masking tape is where you stamp an image and then you cut it out, and when you lay it down, you then stamp over the top to build up images on top of each other. So it masks the lower layer to stamp on the top layer to build a collage like this.
Fantastic. Then we've got a question from Lisa who's asking, she can see that that fantastic Showstopper is coming to you with the multi-purpose paper, but what are the differences between the results if you're using watercolour paper?
I've been colouring on watercolour card in all of my demos, so it's absolutely fantastic. It'll work on both perfectly.
Fantastic. And then finally, we've got a question coming in from Cindy saying, would these paints work on acetate similar to alcohol ink?
No, alcohol ink is a solvent-based dye. These are a water-based pigment. So these will resist on non-porous surfaces. So you can only paint on porous surfaces with these. But you can paint on canvas, wood, fabric. Now, they wouldn't be permanent. It would only be decorative. But anything non-porous, you can paint with these.
Fantastic. Wow, well, keep those questions coming. If you've got any more, we'll try and squeeze any that come in into this last 20 minutes of Wake Up Call. But if not, of course, Leann and Ben will be back at 3 p.m. UK time. So get those questions in for that show as well. Now, I think it's time that we got back over to Leann. This is probably going to be our final demonstration. So, Leann, what have you got lined up for us?
Right, we're going to have a look at just how to watercolour. So I've stamped and fussy cut a shell here. And we're just going to look with the Sunbeam palette how to basically paint and watercolour an image, because that's what you really want to see happening. When you get them home, this will be the first thing that I would recommend you do. So I'm going to start with a little bit of the dandelion, and I'm just picking that up. And again, when I'm watercolouring, I'm putting the colour down here. So I've got a little bit of water, picking up the dandelion, popping it onto my mat, so it's there for me to go back to. So before I clean my brush, I know I've got that there. Then I'm just going to lay some of this colour down where I would like it. And I'm going to be mixing several colours together. And this is watercolouring on a white cardstock, because you've seen me working on a black cardstock up to now. So I'm just putting little bits of yellow down in different places. And then in a second, when I've got all the colours down, we'll come back and mix them all together. So I'll put a little bit here and then a little bit here. And you know, that on my brush would paint this whole image. You need the tiniest amount. That's too much. But I'm putting it on the mat so you can see it. So do be very frugal when you're putting your colours down. I'm going to take a little bit of this jade pool and put that alongside. Okay, and then I'm going to get a little bit of water and I'm going to bring the jade pool in alongside the dandelion and just colour around the image. And then clean, just hold it still there, and then clean my brush and get these all blending into each other. And then I'm going to show you what I do after. So pop these on, clean your brush. I'm just going to get a little bit of lavender. So let's go, or a blue, let's go with Rainfall.
Oh, wow.
So I'll put a little bit of Rainfall down here, which is the blue. And then I'm going to commit mortal sin and clean my brush before I've painted with it.
Oh, Leann.
How dare I? How very dare I? And then we're just going to take little bits of this colour and build the iridescent shell by popping into the water pot. I've got my water pot here. Popping into the water pot, picking up the colour and then painting it onto the shell. And we want the colours to move and blend into each other. And you can see with this detailed brush how I'm able to trace this coloured image around and get into all of the fine lines and details really easily and not go over the lines. So the paint brushes are the perfect companion for the watercolours. Okay, so pop this down here, and you can use it very watered down for a light colour. You can use it much thicker for a more intense colour if you want to. It's entirely up to you. I'm going to bring a little bit of pink in as well, actually. I'm going to go with a bit of this chiffon.
What a gorgeous colour.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Because I want to get a little bit of that purple. I want to get it a little bit like an abalone shell. So pop a little bit of that chiffon in there and then come over here with that. And then when I've got that on there, what I'm going to do is clean my brush and then just mix the colour in on the image. So these will all blend and move and morph together and ombre to give you that kind of aurora borealis shimmer and shine look. All of the colours will work perfectly. And you can see now that I've got the colours on, I've literally just brushed over all of them, but they all stay clean and true to each other. And if I just pick this up and show you, look how beautiful that's looking. And it's not even dry yet. All of those colours overlaying on top of each other. So I'll go and continue I'm going to, let's have a smile like that chiffon. So let's do that. And let's put that here. Do you know, and there's no right or wrong here. There's no, make sure you only put the colour there. Choose your light source, whatever it is. You don't need to worry about it because they're so forgiving. And you can see all I'm really doing is choosing an area, putting the colour on, and then wiping and washing over, and they're blending effortlessly on the cardstock, and I'm not even really having to think about it. I'm going to bring a little bit of the extra green in here to get that abalone shell shine, and because it's a pigment, the colours will overlay over the top of each other, and you'll still be able to see. That's not even dry. Look how incredible that is. And I'm just going to keep doing that all the way down. Just choose, and can I just say, by the way, as well, look, these are drying on my glass mat, but all I do is with a bit of water enliven it, and I can still paint with it. So when you're using them with your medium mat, don't worry if the paint dries, don't clean it away, just let it dry and come back to it the next day, next week, next month, next year, and you will be able to reawaken it with water and still get all of these beautiful, beautiful results.
Well, while Leann's just painted that, I do have to let you all know at home, we are now 40% of that Showstopper even sold out. Oh my goodness me, 40%, not even 1 p.m. here in the UK. You guys are lapping this up. You are loving this demonstration, and you're taking the opportunity to check out those baskets. Make sure you check out those baskets as soon as you possibly can, because I don't want any of you to miss out. And when we're 40% of the stock gone, even before that launch day show, you know it's a popular launch, and you can see why. Wowzers, amazing.
Do you know, I'm so happy, Lily, that everybody is loving these and shopping, because I think it shows that you can see, you know you are going to enjoy them, and you know that you're going to get beautiful results with them when you use them at home yourself. I am not being clever, artistic, careful about where I'm putting any of this colour. I've just chose 4 colours, and I'm literally laying colours down on top of each other as and where I see fit, not really paying attention to where they're going or how I'm laying them down, and it's all mixing to give on that shell that beautiful abalone aurora borealis look. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now inside the shell, I'm just going to go with the chiffon, because inside of a shell is always a little bit lighter than the outside, isn't it? And it's that pale pink colour. So I'm going to take the chiffon and just pop that inside here, and then I'm going to clean my brush. I think the thing that you'll find the thing that I want you to be most aware of when you get these home is how little you need. Because I'm cleaning a lot away off my brushes here, so i.e. wasting paint when I don't need to. So do pop it onto your mats and just pick up a little bit as and when you need it, because you don't want to waste that by any stretch. I'm then going to take a little bit of the blue, and I'm just going to bring that in, which will mix a violet and give a little ombre inside, like the shell. And then do the same down here. Might need a tiny bit more of the blue. There we go. Too much, but never mind. Please just be mindful of how little you need. Then I think that what that does do is demonstrate how long they're going to last you too. Yeah. Give it a dry. So that's the shell.
Looking amazing. Wow.
Now, if you've got our fine liners, you can go back over the top of one of these when it's been painted and dried, just over the top of the stamped lines, and put in there some more of the detail if you want to. Okay. If you've got over the top with your paint and you feel you've lost some of the definition, you can go back in with a fine liner and put that over the top. But here we go.
Oh,
how absolutely beautiful is that?
Wow.
You've got all of that aurora borealis, you've got all of that kind of abalone shell look, the colours all mixing and moving together, that beautiful high shine and iridescence, and that has taken me seconds, and I was not careful about where I was putting the colours. And when you use that on a background, and I showed you how to do the black background earlier, didn't I? Look, all of those shells done in the same way, and this one would work just as well in that background and look absolutely gorgeous. That's what you're going to be able to achieve. The background done in exactly the same way as I did the black background earlier, just with your Sunbeam palette and on a white cardstock.
Oh my goodness, that looks amazing, that shimmer and shine. Honestly, it's incredible. And when you get these home, you see it in real life, that shimmer is even more impressive. Wow. If you want to recreate those sorts of amazing results really quickly and really easy, like we've just seen there with Leann, you need to go for your fantastic Showstopper collection. So that's the 11-piece collection that you can see the details on your screens there for £69.58 or $83.92. You're getting absolutely everything, all those brand new paints, the brand new stamps, the paint brushes as well. You're also getting that multi-purpose card, your rocker blocks, your masking tape, and that mixed media mat as well. Wow, can you imagine when that's going to be delivered home to you? The postman's going to turn up with a box full of all of those crafty goodies. Think of the excitement. Think what's going to be your first project, what's going to be that first technique that you're going to be trying. Maybe you're going to be using the stamps in the collection. Maybe you're thinking, do you know what, you've got a lot of stamps already in your collection that you've sort of grown a little bit tired of. You've done a lot of the same techniques with those stamps. I think these paints are going to really breathe brand new life into some of the older stamps in your collection. It's going to give it that sort of new lease of life, new ideas, new techniques that you're going to be doing with older crafty stash, which I think is absolutely fantastic. Now, I know Leann wants to show you a few more bits before the end of the show, but first up, just want to ask a little quick question that we've had coming in from Robbie, I believe it is. She says, when you blend so many colours together, how do you keep it from being muddy?
Okay, so Robbie, I've put the lines of colour together in the colours correctly. So I would say pick colours in the same colour palette. So for example, I went along here with dandelion green, blue and red. So I used the Dandelion Jade Pool Rainfall Chiffon, and they're in that line so that you know you can use them and they won't go muddy. But they're all blue or yellow based, which means that they're then not opposite colours. A blue and a red at opposite colours of the colourway would make a brown. So as long as you're using things in a similar tone, they're just going to layer over the top of each other and look lovely.
Fantastic. Great answer. Now, before we go back over that last demonstration, we're going to quickly say the winner of the show. Now, don't forget, all of our winners from each and every single show during birthday are going into our fantastic little glitter ball, and then on Sunday wrap-up show that will be with Ben and Leann, I believe, actually, we will be drawing a winner who's going to win that grand £300 or $300 prize gift voucher to be spending over on our website. So the winner has just come in. So the winner for this show is Cindy Condy on YouTube. So congratulations, Cindy. I shall write your name onto the star. So Cindy Condy is going into our star, and then will be part of our grand prize draw. Not long now to go. On Sunday night, Leann herself will be drawing that one, so that is going into the fantastic prize draw for, there it is, no tricks at all, it's going into that prize draw. Now, final 10 minutes of the show, let's get back over to Leann and see these fantastic paints in action one final time.
So I thought it might be an idea, just for those of you who joined us partway through, to show you the difference between Sunbeam and Moonbeam, so you can see how they work on the white and the dark card, and what I mean by Sunbeam and what I mean by Moonbeam. So the first palette we're going to use is our Moonbeam palette, and I'm just going to take one of the beautiful colours which will work on your white card and your black card in a very similar fashion, and I'm going to start with the fuchsia. So I'm just picking up the colour there from fuchsia, the fuchsia from the Moonbeam palette with my brush, and I'm going to take that straight to my white card. So we can see there that that is a beautiful fuchsia pink with lots of shimmer. There we go. And then I'm going to do exactly the same on the black cardstock. So picking up the paint from the palette, pre-moistened, I've spritzed them all. They come dry in the palette when you get them home. You need to spritz them with water to enliven them. And then you can see that that colour, very, very similar on the black cardstock. Of course, it's got black card underneath. It's not going to be identical, but you can see that it's a fuchsia colour on the white and on the black. Let me dry it and just flash it at you so you can see. You'll see the lovely shine, of course, as well. So there we go. That is fuchsia on black and white cardstock.
Oh, wow.
You can see that lovely shine, but you can see that it's a pink. Now, in the Moonbeam palette, there are colours which won't show on the white cardstock as well as it shows on the black. And one of those would be, for example, the Daydream colour, which is here on the Moonbeam palette at the top there. So I'm picking up the Daydream colour, and you can see it looks white in the palette. So I'm just picking up the colour and then onto my white cardstock, painting it, and you can't really see it. You'll not see it until it's dry and until I wiggle it at the light, because it's an iridescence. If I do the same thing on black cardstock with that paint, so just getting that on my brush, immediately you can see that that is a beautiful cobalt blue.
Wow.
And then when I dry it, which I'll do now, that's the same paint on black and on white. And this is why the Moonbeam palette is so special, because you've got colours which will work on white card and black card and will interfere and present themselves differently. So when I do that, on the white card, you've got a lovely shimmery violet iridescence. It's still beautiful. It's just iridescence on a white card. But on the black cardstock, you've got that gorgeous pop of like an ultraviolet blue. So that's what Moonbeam does for you. It all works differently on the white and the black, but you can see the colour. Sunbeam, I'm just going to clean my brush. I'm going to actually use a new brush. Sunbeam will work best on white card. And so if I take a colour, let's choose, this one, doesn't really matter. It was me choosing. So I'm going to choose this one, which is Rose Garden. Pop Rose Garden onto white. It's incredible. It's a beautiful, soft pink. I'm going to dry it and you'll see more of the shimmer. You get more of the shimmer when it's dry. And then if I put the same paint onto black and dry it, you get a subtle suggestion of the pink, but you don't get the true pink. And then when I dry these, what you'll see is that most of the pink in Rose Garden disappears and you just get that shimmer, where it stays very definitely metallic, iridescent pink on the white cardstock. So if I put those beside each other, you can see that you've got a very definite pale pink on there, but the pale pink kind of disappears and you've just got the iridescence on the black cardstock. So that's how Sunbeam works. The other thing to show you is how far these will go. So if I go back into the Rose Garden and just pick up some paint, so a bit of paint on my paintbrush, and then from here come all the way down.
Blimey.
This will, one application will go, this is what I mean about it goes an awful, or I'm still going, I'm coming off the end of my card, will go a long way. And I just dipped that brush twice very gently into that paint, picked hardly any up. When I dry this, you'll see that the iridescence does not dilute. It will be iridescent from the top to the bottom, even though it's got more water down here than at the top. So we're diluting the colour. What you do not do is dilute any of the iridescence. So if I show you this now, look how beautiful that is. Just as shimmery and shiny all the way from the top to the bottom. And your Moonbeam colours would do exactly the same on the black cardstock. You will absolutely love every single minute of playing with these when you get them home. You'll be amazed and you'll be so pleased you got them, because the quality of these is like no other.
Absolutely, wow. Those results are incredible. Wow. This is only the wake-up call. We've already had so much inspiration. I know Leann's going to be bringing us even more inspiration on that launch day show at 3 p.m. UK time. Leann and Ben will be joining you for that one. Thank you so much, Leann. Super inspirational as always, and great to see all those different techniques with those amazing watercolour paints. Now, nearly at the end of wake-up call, and we are now over 40%, 40% of the stock gone on that Showstopper deal. The details are on your screen for your 11-piece Showstopper. You are getting both of those brand new watercolor palettes. In both, you're getting 24 different colors, no duplicates across those 2 palettes. You're getting the paintbrushes as well, a set of 3 of those. You're getting 4 clear stamp sets that will work perfectly with those different paints you're getting in the collection. You're also going to be getting that mask kit take, a full roll of that, your mixed media mat, 60 sheets of your multi-purpose card, and 2 of the large rocker blocks as well. Absolutely outstanding value. To get all of those crafty goodies for £69.58 or $83.92 is amazing. Thank you so much for your company. I really hope you'll be back at 3 p.m. to join Ben and Leann for lots more inspiration. But make sure you check out those baskets between shows and make sure you grab that Showstopper, because honestly, it is absolutely amazing. Take care and see you again very soon. Bye bye.